Hello, long time no see. I hope you're all well. I wanted to talk to you today about perfectionism and decision making because I think that a lot of us, including myself, are massively held back on a day-to-day basis because of the strive for perfection. And it's something I've spoken about before, but I've been listening to a book recently, and it really talks about the fact that we have been maybe brought up or socialised to not trust our instincts, not trust our gut, not listen to our subconscious, whatever you want to call it. But it means that what we tend to do is we spend so much time trying to justify ourselves, justify why we want to do something, justify why we don't want to do something, justify why we think something is right, justify a decision we are trying to or want to make. And because we are trying to use the logical side of our brain, it means we try and come up with all the reasons of why we are making that decision the way we want to make it. And in the long term, we analyse it half to death. We think about it so much that we talk ourselves out of it. Or we end up just thinking, oh, this is too much hassle, I haven't got time for this, and we don't make the decision either way. When actually what we need to be doing is trusting ourselves, trusting the ability of our incredible brains, and just trusting our subconscious to make decisions for us without having to always have the reasons of why we're making it. Because 9 times out of 10, it will be the right decision because our brain has put pieces together of the puzzle without us even thinking about it. And if we try and analyse that, we drive ourselves crazy. So if you think about if you were on a bus today, or you're sitting next to somebody, or you got served a coffee in a coffee shop, you got served in a cafe or a restaurant, and I asked you to, in a police lineup, pick the person who served you or you sat next to, etc. And I think probably 99% of you would absolutely be able to pick that person out in a lineup and recognise their face. On the contrary, if I said to you, okay, think about that person, and what I want you to do is to write a page of what they look like and describe them to me, I think very few of you would be able to do that. And it's because we try to justify and think too much. Whereas if we trust our brains and the picture that our brain is trying to tell us, then we would be able to notify that. So really, really interesting. And it's something that's making me think that I think the reason that I have so many problems in making decisions is because I don't trust myself enough. And when I think back of particularly the work environment that I've worked in for the last 20 odd years, it's very much if you have an idea, put it on paper. If you have an idea, put a one-page document together. If you have an idea and you want to do something, put a business plan together. And it's taking the gut feel and the subconscious out of the equation. When actually sometimes, you know what, we just know and feel that something is right and we jump in and we go for it, and often it is. And you know what? What is the worst that can happen if it is wrong? We learn from it and we move on, and it makes us stronger in the long run. What makes us stronger is actually if we balls up sometimes, but we need to trust ourselves to be able to balls up and to get over it. So really interesting. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on whether you trust yourself to make decisions, whether you are too much of a perfectionist that you're trying to put reasons behind the decisions too much and therefore don't make them, or make them and then look back and think, no, I should have trusted my instinct. And I'd love to hear from you of your examples, or whether you naturally do this, or whether you have done things to try and develop that skill of trusting yourself more. So I have just walked in a forest, which is absolutely amazing because for some reason this morning I decided it was a nice day and I wanted to get out. And normally I would think about it too much and I'd think, no, I've got the washing to do, I've got the paperwork to do, I've got emails to respond to, I've got clients to call. But no, I decided, don't justify it, don't put it into practical terms, get out there, do it, and I have loved every second of it. So I'm now going to go and do my jobs feeling 100% better than I originally did. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will look forward to hearing your comments. Bye.